P Singh, former IPS officer, and advocate Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Specific lead with us tonight. P Singh, we have the station diary entry. You can hold it up. That's quite significant. I have shown it to P Singh. Station diary entry from the Raigad police station from the exact date on the day when Sheena was murdered. This station diary entry has never been seen before. It reveals what the police did. It reveals what the police did not. It gives us an opportunity to show what was right and what was wrong. This station diary entry, P Singh, what is the significance of this piece of evidence in your view?
Station diary
which is for the first time on the media. Yeah.
Station diary entry is essentially a log of events which happen in the police station.
That's right.
Behind the log, there are substantive documents which have to be, which are very, very specific to investigation.
Yeah.
This station diary reveals something extremely shocking. It's appalling. It's unbelievable.
What does it? What is the?
I think this is unprecedented in the history of Maharashtra police, where a burnt dead body of a human has been recovered.
Truly.
Because this is generally a rare occurrence. In a police station, it may happen once in 2 years, 3 years, even 5 years. District, not more than 4 or 5 accidents.
True.
Because this is not a pure case of road accident.
Yeah.
This is a case of murder. And yet they do not register a murder case. And without any formal FIR being registered, they have just made a plain station diary entry. And thereafter, the case simply dissipated in thin air. So this certainly shows that there is some big hidden hand behind such instructions.
Can this be used as evidence? You know, this material which is now with Times Now, in your view, can it be used as evidence in the building of this case, please? And my second question is, as per this station diary entry, the Superintendent of Police RD Shinde was informed. He asked for the doctor to conduct a postmortem. We were told it's the opposite. As per this station diary entry, samples such as half-burnt skin, half-burnt hair, teeth, piece of bone of hand were sealed and kept ready to be sent to the forensic lab. They were kept ready for further tests. The samples were sent to JJ Hospital, who received it, as per the Dean of the hospital, on the 12th of May 2012, more than a month after the murder happened. So all this work was done by the Superintendent of Police. And yet, this attempt has been made to give out an impression that all that work of sending it to forensics was not done on the advice of the Superintendent of Police, who in fact was trying to block it. Now, while the SP is at fault for not filing the FIR, the fact that he did all that does raise questions on why a faulty theory is being put out in the media.
Well, your first question that whether it's admissible in the court of law or not, there are several Supreme Court rulings which say a station diary entry in the police station is in the natural course of business of the police and therefore it is admissible in the court of law. Number two, with respect to the culpability of Mr. Shinde, I think he is a very small fry in the whole thing.
So there's a bigger hand.
He is a very simple person.
That's the point.
And he does not have the audacity or courage to take such an unprecedented decision where a dead body in burnt condition has been found and yet there is no murder case registered. I think there is some page 3 circuit in the police force which must have got connected.
What do you mean by page 3 circuit?
Well, there are certain officers who are very close and they are very active in the page 3 circuit. They keep on going to the glamour parties.
You mean close to Peter Mukherjee, Indrani Mukherjee? Are you saying that?
This is what is the surmise which arises. And I'm sure that the Mumbai police follows certain rudimentary steps. Just follow the call data record of that particular day, of that particular moment, from that particular village. Otherwise, from a village a dead body is recovered and so much of machinations happen. There has to be some strong communication.
Agreed. Havaldar batch number 1693 Magar, Mahatre batch number 2022 were informed by Ganesh Dene, who's a police patil, informed personally that a half-burnt human skeleton is found near Babdeo temple in Gagode village periphery. The full details and translation is with me. Mr. Vikram saying, we are uncovering a lot of truths. A lot of people say, why are you questioning the police? But these details which we get, even as a police officer, wouldn't you agree with what P Singh has said?
Absolutely in toto. Firstly, the station diary is totally admissible in a court of law. And in spite of so much of evidence, I see no reason where you began very professionally, but suddenly you froze, you retraced your steps, and whereas you should have registered a case under 302 IPC, you chose not to. I can only say that somebody intervened and you froze in your steps.
That's the
point.
point.
Rush in where angels fear to tread. And I suppose that somebody very important must have intervened that you almost committed.
That's a good point to take a small break. No, one second. I'll let you come in. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to take a very short break. Now, what has been the purpose of our entire, and we showed the car, we showed the person from whom the car was hired, we showed the station diary entry today, we have information that the coroner's examination was initiated 10 months back, which means a possible hint 10 months back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are straightforward questions based on fairly deep investigative reporting being done on your channel. Someone, ladies and gentlemen, is getting very jittery tonight. Someone is very nervous at what we are uncovering. And what these two very distinguished ex-police officers are saying is that some of this material cannot discount the possibility of high-level interference. What are they talking about? To Vikram Singh and YP Singh as well. I will come back on the other side of a very, very, very short break. More on the story coming up. I want to go back to Mr. YP Singh, please. We were discussing, Mr. YP Singh, this particular note. Now, by the way, we also have this last WhatsApp status of Indrani Mukherjee's phone, which shows that it was active on the 27th at little after, I think it's 7:47 p.m. It was active. That is when it was last seen. I'm raising questions here. Who was using this phone? If not with Indrani, who was it with? These are some questions. Of course, the police could also have been confiscating the phone and using it. But a lot of material coming in raises questions. A, if there was a first hint earlier, why was it spoken about only now? If you had the first lead 10 months back, you take so much time, Mr. YP Singh?
Not at all, because if the lead is there, then the first thing is that the person goes at the inception, and then they arrest the person. The person was put to a custodial. I am very much sure that here there was some investigation must have happened before the FIR was registered, because by the time the driver had already revealed the spot from where the body was recovered, and therefore I think that much of time shouldn't have elapsed, because every moment if it elapses in a murder investigation, it leads to loss of evidence.
It doesn't add up. If you have a first tip of 10 months back, because of which the forensic evidence, Mr. Vikram Singh, is being sent to the coroner 10 months back after 2.5 years of doing nothing in this particular case, then how does that add up with the anonymous tip-off we heard about, which is believed to have come 1 month back? And how does that also add up with this news about one person being caught with a revolver, this Shyam Rai, and then confessing to his crime, that being entirely accidental? What was made out to be accidental seems to be a little pre-scripted and rehearsed, Mr. Vikram Singh, given this new material coming out.
Partly true and partly concocted. Firstly, there must have been some legitimate and true and genuine inputs. On the basis of those genuine inputs, they must have unraveled something very, very sinister. Then, as they say in the police parlance, do a bit of window dressing in the interest of working
window dressing?
I hope I'm wrong.
What is window dressing?
I'm wrong. Mr. YP Singh would be able to explain it.
What is window dressing? I don't know.
Dressing
reverse engineering? 1 second. Police type reverse engineering. Crime is found. No. Pre-script the narrative to 6 months back. What's going on here?
Window dressing is basically a corollary of a theorem. Pehle action, baad mein section. First do the action, and then try to bring a section, bring it within the realm of law. What I can foresee in this is that the custodial interrogation of driver was very much required, because unless until such people are subject to a stern interrogation, they do not reveal incriminating and self-incriminating facts, and perhaps Arms Act thing must have been a pretext to bring the driver for a custodial interrogation, and a stern interrogation would have made him reveal as to where specifically was the spot of the murder, and the police went there.
Well, that's all very interesting, and I'd like to wrap this up.